Hey there and very welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be scraping Ankur Variku's website. Just like in the previous video, we scraped code with Harry's website. So we'll be scraping some data from his website. And by the way, what are the things we're going to scrape? So let me show you first. So as you can see, this is Ankur Variku's website. And we'll basically scrape these four, okay, matlab, uh, what is he? So he's an entrepreneur, content creator, author, and an investor. Then we'll be scraping the social media, his social media with the links as well. Okay, so let's start this exercise. For that, let's first create a file named anchor.py. Okay, and let's firstly import the request module. Then from VS4 let's import beautiful soap. Okay, and if you haven't installed them yet, so you can basically what you can do is that pip install requests, and with it you can install request module. Then with pip install bs4 you can install bs4 module. Okay, so after that, we'll be sending a get request to a URL, right? And the URL will be this, right? The URL will be this. So now let's send a get request, and for that we'll do request.get, and we'll send a get request to URL, which is basically this link. Okay, so after that, let's create a variable named soup, and we'll be basically parsing HTML doc. So what is HTML doc? HTML underscore doc is equal to basically r.text. And what is r.text? So r.text is basically the HTML file of this page, this URL. Right, let me print and show you first. So um, as you can see, this is the whole HTML file. As you can see, doc type HTML and all. Okay, so um, okay, so HTML doc is equal to r.text, and we'll be playing with this HTML doc, and what we'll be doing with it is that we'll HTML dot parser it, right? Okay, so um, we'll be parsing these four first. So to parse these four, let me inspect. Okay, so if you see, there is a h3 tag in which there is a span tag uh, where entrepreneur is written, right? Okay, so now let's see this. Okay, so here also there is a h3 tag, and inside of that h3 tag we have a span tag in which content creator is written, and uh, the same goes with author, as you can see, and the same goes with investor. And also there is a common similarity if you focus and see that the h3 tags of all these four are same, right? I mean to say that the class of all these h3 class are same. As you can see, the h3 class is this elementor icon box title. Then the h3 tag of this is also elementor icon box title, and the same goes with content creator and entrepreneur, right? So we'll be doing that only. That what we'll do is that we'll create a variable name um, first. Then we'll do soup dot find all um, h3 tags, right? Yeah, so we'll find all the h3 tags with what class? With this class, okay. um okay, after that what we'll be doing is that we'll, you know what, print something which will be Ankur Vari Variku's website data. Okay, then we'll be printing who is Ankur Variku. Okay, so who is Ankur Variku, and then we'll be telling who is Ankur Variku. Okay, so let's do a thing is that what we'll be doing is that for index, then we'll take first in um, enumerate uh, FIR is first, uh, first actually, and then we'll start is equal to 1. So what I do with it is that you can, to understand this, you can check out my previous video. I'll give the link of that video in the description. Okay. Okay, so after that, what we'll be doing is that we'll create one more variable named span, and then we'll do this first dot span. So let me first explain what is this first. So first are all the h3 tags with this class, and first is all the h3 tags with this tag individually. Okay, so span is basically uh, and yeah, first is basically h3 tag with this class, and first dot span is that span tag under that h3 tag. If you don't understand, let me, you know what, print it and show you what is that. So let me print it, and to print it I have to do for first, then uh, first something like this. Yeah, as you can see, entrepreneur, then the content creator, author, investor, as you can see, right? Okay, so let's get back to the code now. Okay, so in the later on in this video, you've seen that after we printed that those span tags, there were many nuns coming, right? So we want to avoid those nuns. So to avoid those nuns, what we can do is that if span is not none, um, what we'll do is that we'll name one more variable which will be output, and that variable will equal to span.text.strip. And what will be that? Span.text.strip will basically be the content under that span tag. So basically what I mean is that this will print only entrepreneur and not the whole span tag, right? This is the span tag, as you can see. And what this span.text.strip will do is that basically it will print this entrepreneur under that span tag, right? The same goes for content creator, then author, and then investor. Okay, so let's now print it, and we'll print it a little differently. We're going to use an f string for that, and then we are going to use index, then we are going to open another curly bracket, and then we are finally gonna print this out. Okay, so now let's print it. As you can see, Ankur Variku's website data, who is Ankur Variku. So Ankur Variku is firstly an entrepreneur, then content creator, then author, and then investor. Okay. Okay, so now let's scrape his social media. So let's create a variable named socials, and then, you know what, let's first look out to this. So let's inspect. And as you can see, there is a h3 tag, also Elementor icon box title. Okay. Okay, so it is also under an h3 tag with the same class. Okay, I got it. So to scrape it, what we can do is that firstly we'll do the same thing, which will be soup dot find all. Then we'll find all the h3 tags with what class? With this class. Okay, and then what we'll be doing is that to scrape those links, we'll create one more variable named links, and then um, uh, you know what, do the same thing. And then for social in not only social but for social and link in socials and links. And if you want to use two variables, this is not the right approach, this is the right approach. As I told you in the last video, if you haven't watched out that yet, you can definitely go ahead and watch that out. I'll give that video in the description. Okay, so after that, we'll name one more variable named real social. Okay, and then social dot a. So what this real social will do is that it will get inside of social. What is social? Social is all those h3 tags with this class individually. Okay, and real social will get inside of that social, and as you can see, the h3 tag uh, contains an a tag as well with a link and a name, right? So this real social will get inside of that h3 tag, then it will get inside of that a tag, as you can see social.a, right? So after that we'll get inside of that a tag as well. So we'll name a variable named a underscore tag, and then we'll be doing link dot um, find, right? We'll be doing link dot find and we'll be finding a tag. Okay, and then we'll be doing if, yeah, so another time we'll be doing this, that if real social is not none, because if we don't do it, none will get printed also, and we don't want that. So let's do this. If real social is not none, then only do this. And also if a tag is if we are now we have finded the a tag, then what we'll do is that we'll now scrape the href, right? And what is href? Href is basically the link. So we'll name one more variable named href, and um, we'll get inside of the a tag, right? And then from the a tag we'll get the href. Href is what? Href is basically the link. As you can see, href is equal to this link, right? Okay, so after that we'll create one more variable named social name, and then we'll basically equals to this real social. And what is real social? So real social is that a tag inside of this h3 tag, right? Okay, so after that finally what we'll be doing is that we'll be printing um, we'll be using an string first, and then we'll use social name dot text dot strip, and you probably know what this will do. This will basically print the name basically. So if this a tag, it will print YouTube. Then in this then in this a tag, it will print Instagram. Then in this, it will print Twitter, and just like this, it will continue, right? Like Spotify, then LinkedIn, then Facebook, right? Okay, so after that, what we'll be doing is that we'll be giving this dash, and then again we'll open this bracket, and then we'll be giving this href, and href is, by the way, the link under that a tag, right? So href. So now let's print and hope that it works. So as you can see, Ankur Warikoo's website data. Who is Ankur Warikoo? So Ankur Warikoo is an entrepreneur, content creator, author, and an investor. And then here we can see all his social medias with the link, right? So now let's check if the links are valid. So just click and open the YouTube URL. So
1885 में
as you can see, the we have opened this Variku's YouTube channel. So we scraped his website, and by the way, if you want, you can also um, make an HTML file and give all the uh, write, basically you can write all those things we've printed, right? You know what, let me just do that as well. So what we'll do is that we'll with open, then we'll give the name of that file. We'll be naming that file html dot I mean anchor.html. Then we'll be opening that file in append mode, then as if. Then what we'll be doing is that um, we'll give indentation, and then we'll not print it, but we'll f dot write it. And yeah, by the way, we'll also give this backslash n, otherwise it will not get written correctly, right? So after writing this, create a new line, and then after writing this, create a new line as well. Then what we'll be doing is that we'll not print it, but instead we'll be writing this as well, and we also have to give indentation, right? And then after that as well, we'll not print it, but we'll f dot write it, and also we have to give the indentation as well. uh, so yeah, and by the way, also we have to give this backslash n. Then I think it should work now, right? Let's run this and see if a file name as cool.html gets created. As you can see, okay, so Ankur Wariku's website data. Who is Ankur Wariku? Then okay, so there is one problem that it's printing like something like this. We don't want that. Now let's fix it. Okay, we probably have to give backslash n right here as well. Then it should work. Ankur.html. Yeah, as you can see, we have successfully scraped Ankur's website, right? As you can see, the data right here. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned from this video. I'll give this code in the description of this video. You can definitely go ahead and check this code out. You can subscribe my channel for videos like this, and I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.